So hi everyone, this is Joy, your instructor for computer networks, and the topic that we are going to discuss is subnetting for class B. We know that the total IP addresses are divided into 5 classes, which are A, B, C, D and E. Right now we are only interested for class B. So in the class B, we know that first 2 bytes means 16 bits is for network ID and 16 bits is for host ID. So what information you get from the length of the network ID and the host ID? From the network ID, you will know that how many individual networks are possible. So the size of the network ID is 16 bit. So in the class B, 2 raised to 16 individual networks are possible. And in one network, 2 raised to 16 hosts are possible. So from this 2 raised to 16 individual networks, one network is given to you, which is 149.203.0.0. It is also represented in the binary. So we know that this network belongs to class B. So first 16 bits represent the network ID and last 16 bit represent the host ID. So I want to find how many hosts are possible in this given network. So the size of the host bits is 16 bit, so 2 raised to 16 hosts are possible. So I want to find the first address of this given network. So to find the first address of the given network, we will set all the host bits to 0. So let's set all the host bits to 0. You will get 149.203.0.0. To find the last address of the given network, we will set all the host bits to 1. So let's set all the host bits to 1. You will get 149.203.255.255. If you notice, the value of the network bit is same throughout the range. Now, in any network, the first and the last address will not be allocated to any device in the network, because first address represents the address of the whole network. So the first address 149.203.0.0, this address is the address of the whole network, and the last address, which is 149.203.255.255, it is a broadcast address. What is the meaning of broadcast address? Broadcast address means that any message sent to the address 149.203.255.255, all the devices in the network will receive the message. So first address is the network address and the last one is the broadcast address. So any address apart from the first and last will be allocated to devices in the network. So what will be the IP address of the first device in the network? The first device will get 149.203.0.1, then 203.0.2, then 0.3, 0.4 up to 0.255. If you increment 1 to that, you will get 149.203.1.0, then 1.1, 1.2, again 1.255. If you increment 1 to that, you will get 2.0, then 2.1, 2.2, and it will go up to 149.203.255.254. So it is the last usable address of the given network. If you increment 1 to the last usable address, which is 149.203.255.254, you will get 149.203.255.255. That is the broadcast address of the network. If you increment 1 to the broadcast address of network, you will get 149.204.0.0. So value of the network is changed. It means that that IP address belongs to another network. So two things you have to remember: the value of the network bits will remain same throughout the network, and the value of the host bit will keep change as the host changes. Now let's find the value of the subnet mask. To find the value of the subnet mask, we will set all the network bits to 1 and host bits to 0. So you will get 255.255.0.0. Now we just discussed that in the class B, there are 2 raised to 16 individual networks possible, and in one network 2 raised to 16 devices can be connected. But suppose if I want to create network which has fewer number of devices than the allocated one. So in that case, if I am purchasing one class B network, the remaining addresses will be wasted, and those addresses will not be allocated to any devices, so fewer number of devices will be connected to the internet. So in that case, we have to divide the network into smaller parts. So it is known as subnetting, that is the practice of dividing network into two or more networks is called subnetting. So from 2 raised to 16 individual class B network, one network 149.203.0.0 is allocated to you. And we know that this is class B network, so first 16 bits is for network and the remaining 16 bits are for host. Right now I want to divide this network into subnets. To divide the network into subnets, we will convert the host bits into network bit. So you can see that we have converted one host bits into network bit. So value of the host bit is changed from 16 to 15, and the value of the network bit is changed from 16 to 17. So we have converted one bit into network. So what information you get from the converted bits? From the converted bits, you will know that how many subnets are possible. So 2 raised to 1, it means 2 subnets are possible, subnet 0 and subnet 1. So 2 raised to 1 means 2 subnets are possible, subnet 0 and subnet 1. Now let's see how many hosts are possible in the subnet 0. So to find the number of hosts in the subnet 0, you have to check the size of the host bits. What is the size of the host bits? It is 15. So 2 raised to 15 hosts are possible in the subnet 0. Now let's find the first IP address in the subnet 0. So to find the first IP address, we will set all the host bits to 0 and you will get 149.203.0.0. Now let's find the last IP address of the subnet 0. So to find the last IP address of the subnet 0, we will set all the host bits to 1. If you notice, the value of the converted bit is not changed. So in particular subnet, the value of the converted bits will remain constant throughout the subnet. So the last address we are getting is 149.203.127.255. We know that the first and the last address in any subnet is not allocated to any device, because first address in the subnet represent the address of the whole subnet. So 149.203.0.0, it is the address of subnet 0, and 149.203.127.255, it is the broadcast address of subnet 0. So any message sent to the broadcast address, all the devices in subnet 0 will receive the message. Let's allocate the IP address to the devices in the subnet 0. So the first device will get 149.203.0.1, then 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 up to 0.255. If you increment 1, you will get 149.203.1.0, then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, again 1.255. If you increment 1, you will get 2.0, and if you keep incrementing, the last device in the subnet 0 will get 149.203.127.254. So that is the last usable address in the subnet 0. Now I want to find the first address in the subnet 1. So to find the first address in the subnet 1, first thing you can do is that you can increment 1 to the last address in the subnet 0. So what is the last address in the subnet 0? It is 149.203.127.255. If you increment 1, you will get the first address in the subnet 1. Or by another way, you can set all the host bits to 0 and you can change the value of the converted bits from 0 to 1. So by that too, you can get the first address in the subnet 1. How many hosts will be there in the subnet 1? 2 raised to 15. Now what is the last address in the subnet 1? So to find the last address, we will set all the host bits to 0 and we will not change the value of the converted bits. So you will get 149.203.255.255. The first and the last address will never be used because the first address is representing the subnet address of the subnet 1 and the last address is the broadcast address of the subnet 1. Let's allocate the IP addresses to the devices in the subnet 1. So what will be the IP address of the first device? The first device will get 149.203.128.1, then 128.2, 128.3.4.255. If you increment 1 to the 149.203.128.255, you will get 149.203.129.0. Then 129.1, 129.2, it will be keep going, and the last device will get 149.203.255.254. If you increment 1 to the last usable address of the subnet 1, which is 149.203.255.254, you will get broadcast address of the subnet 1, which is 149.203.255.255. If you increment 1 to the last address of the subnet 1, which is 149.203.255.255, you will get 149.204.0.0. See, the value of the network is changed. It means that that IP address belongs to the another network. Now I want to find the value of the subnet mask. So to find the subnet mask, we will set all the network bits to 1 and host bits to 0. And you will get 255.255.128.0. So this is it for today's session. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much.